So hello everybody, welcome to our special interview here with our special interviews with our mentor, coach, and our source of inspiration, Mr. Calvin Becerra.
Hey guys, I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Yeah, hi Calvin.
Hi, Calvin.
Hey,
So okay, right now here we are Malaysia is around night. Calvin
It's
is
11 p.m. in Malaysia now.
yeah, Calvin is in
I'm in
Los Angeles.
Los
California.
Angeles.
Yeah, I'm in beautiful sunny California at my home here. It's about 8:17 in the morning, so I appreciate you guys doing this on my schedule.
And we appreciate you for giving your time, your precious time. We know that after this you have to rush to go to the airport to attend a business meeting in Mexico, right?
Yeah, it'll be fun. Mexico City, I've never been there, but this business takes me everywhere and I love traveling.
Oh.
Okay, so for this interview we will do it in a precise time so that you have time to go to the airport. So first of all, congratulations Calvin for achieving the rank of Presidential Diamond, which is a high rank in Jifu. So congratulations Calvin. And
Thank
then before we dive into our special interview, we would like to share how we come to know this extraordinary individual. Okay, so while we are building our first network marketing company, we realized that there's a void in strong leadership in that company. So we were eager to grow, and we were deeply passionate about this industry, and we have the desire to provide our team with the best knowledge, inspiration, and hope, so that our team also will achieve success in this industry.
Mhm.
So to find solution, we sought successful leaders and mentors beyond our company and beyond Malaysia. So that's when we discover Calvin. So we discovered Calvin from Business for Home and Network Marketing GoPro. So actually there are many leaders out there, but Calvin stood out for us.
Yes.
So why? Why? Because we attracted to Calvin because of his authenticity, his hustler mindset, and the success that he has created for himself and his team. And we also actually been following him quite a while.
Since 2014, 2015.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That time. So we have witnessed his ability to help individuals overcome their fear, and how he transformed ordinary people to become a world-class networker. So from there, we learn actually this profession is a professional profession. So additionally, he have mentor other super successful leaders that we admire. And for me, especially Stefania Logato and Daniel Fayer.
Yeah. So actually in back in 2017, we attended the Network Marketing Pro in Las Vegas,
Yes.
hoping to meet these three individuals. We managed to meet Daniel and Stefania, but maybe because so many people, thousands of people over there, so we are unable to locate Calvin.
Yes.
However, I believe fate finally unites us because earlier this year, we noticed a change in Calvin's social media post.
Yeah.
But then he announced his decision to part ways with his old company and start anew.
Yes.
And actually, this move not only surprised us, but also served as an immense source of inspiration.
So basically, it's good to be a stalker, but stalk successful people.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. And then at that time, we were with another network marketing company, but due to some reason, we found it's very hard to build, especially in Malaysia.
Mm.
However, our passion for network marketing was too strong to ignore. And then Calvin's bold step to restart from zero
Yes.
made us think, if such a successful leader can begin all over again, why can't we? So we witnessed this shift in February. We followed the progress while contemplating on our next move and watching Calvin's fiery passion and growth. Actually, we realized that we needed the same courage to start over to find a place that truly encourages growth.
Yes.
So after observing for about like 1 month, 2 months, and of course with a lot of prayers, we finally reached out to Calvin, and now we are proud to be working hand in hand with this amazing leader. And then now we are prepared to rock the Malaysian market and soon the Southeast Asian market with the fire leadership and the tremendous opportunity that Jifu has to offer.
Yeah. So, okay, without further ado, let's dive into the interview with Mr. Calvin Becerra. So, how are you today, Calvin?
I'm good, thank you. That just inspired me when you guys talking. It's amazing right now how I'm blessed with amazing leaders around the world, and now I'm blessed with both of you. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to partner with you guys and build something incredible with you guys in Southeast Asia and around the world, wherever your business takes you.
So, okay, the first question. So we will dive into the questions right away. So, could you share your story with us? We are interested in knowing more about your background and how you got involved in network marketing.
Yeah, sure. So, when I share my story with people, I always want them to know where I come from, because if they don't know that, then they expect that success just comes easy, right? If my story were just about, I started network marketing, 18 years ago, I was 25 years old. And in 8 months, I became the youngest millionaire in my company. It just sounds easy to people. And I'm not here to make things sound easy, because I really think nothing is easy in life. But the reality is that as long as you add the most important ingredient to whatever you do, which is hard work, that's the reality of it, then you can be successful eventually over time. Because through hard work, you have successes and you have failures. And to be honest with you, the more you fail, the more you succeed. Because if you take your failures as learning experiences, you always adjust your sail and you become successful over time. It's like anything with a sport, playing a musical instrument, speaking a foreign language, or starting a new position at a new job. With time, you get better and then you become a professional. And so for me, the end of my story really starts with the beginning, okay? Because I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, with affluent parents who gave me everything and who were very successful in business. I grew up pretty much with nothing. And I don't regret how I grew up, because I feel that God put me in a position to succeed because of how I grew up, right? He wanted me to understand challenges and adversity and overcoming those things, because if I could do that once, I could do that again and again and again and again with everything in my life. And so I feel blessed. When I was younger, it was a bit of a struggle. But as I got older, it became a muscle for me called work ethic. And I realized as long as I have that muscle and that strength, I could be successful at anything. So at 8 years old, when I was a young kid, me and my twin brother, Brandon, my younger sister, Amber, who's 4 years younger, we grew up with just a single mother household in Northern California. And, we grew up poor. Every year we had to move to a new home because we couldn't keep paying the last home. So we had to keep moving around. It was a really struggle for my mom to keep a job. So my brother and I, when we were young, at 8 years old, we went out into the neighborhoods and just started hustling and working. We washed cars, we did yard work, we did errands or chores for people in the neighborhoods. We did whatever we could to earn money to give to our mom to pay the bills, to help her pay the bills, at least to relieve stress from her. She was always crying or always stressed out, or most of the time mad because of her situation. And we didn't want to have to live in that environment. So we thought we could make it easier on her if we went out and helped her. And we every day after school, we'd go knock on doors. Every weekend, when kids were being kids, we were working. And my brother and I started to fall in love with work, because we understood what hard work could bring to a family. It would bring money to a family. It would bring less stress. It would bring things that we didn't have before. And we just worked as hard as we could. And I could tell you a million different things my brother and I did to make money, right? But we don't have all the time for that. But there were things, there were ways that we got creative. During the holidays, we would go cut mistletoe, which is this plant at Christmas time. And we tie a red ribbon around it. We cut it from the dead oak trees in our city, and we have bushes of it. And we cut it into 100 different little pieces, and we put red ribbon around it and sell it at the grocery store, okay, at the market, for 25 cents or for 50 cents, okay? And we collect all the money from doing that, and we give it to our mom to buy Christmas presents for us at Christmas time, okay? Or we'd use it to buy Christmas presents for our family. Little things like that. And as we got older, my mom, she told my brother and I that we're going to be the first ones in our family to ever attend college or university. And she told us that all the time. You guys are so smart. You guys are going to be the first ones in our family to go to university. Then you're going to get a really, really good job and you're going to buy me a house. And you're going to get me and your sister out of this environment. And that's what we believed because she told us that all the time. And when we got older, about 15 years old, it was time for us to go to our high school, our last 4 years of high school, before university. And we knew that in order to go to a good university, we would probably have to attend a really good high school and get good grade marks in order to get into a university. And we knew that the public schools where we lived were not good areas, not good environment, not good curriculum. And we said, let's find a good high school. And my brother and I found a private, all boys Catholic high school in Northern California. And you had to take a test, an exam to get in, to get accepted. And then if you got accepted, you had to pay a tuition in order to go there, okay? Because it was a private high school. And my brother and I, we took the bus and the train to get to that school. It took about close to 3 hours to get there by bus and train. Now, we didn't have a car, or it would have took us an hour to get to school, okay? So we took the bus and the train, and we knew how to use the public transportation system. And we took the test, and we got accepted. And my mom was so sad because she couldn't afford to send us there. And my brother and I, we already had a plan, right? We were used to working already, and we thought we're going to work and pay our way to go to high school. And I remember my mom thinking that was a crazy idea, because how are we going to go to school, play sports, and work, right? How's any kid going to do that? I can't imagine my daughter's doing that or my son doing that. So back when I was 15, I'm thinking of my 15-year-old self today. I'm thinking, how did he do that? You know, like that, I want to meet a kid like that, you know, but back then that was our normal. There's nothing extraordinary to us because that was our normal. We just work for it. We want it, we work for it. And my brother and I, we applied at every job you could think of in the city to get hired. And we were hired by many different people because they loved our story that we were trying to go to De La Salle High School and we were working jobs to pay for our school. Like, I want to hire these kids. So we were hired by different companies, and we're only supposed to have one job when we were in high school, but we didn't tell the companies that we were accepting multiple jobs. So we planned, yeah, and we'd go to school early in the morning, and when it was dark outside, we'd take the bus to the train, and we'd get to the city where our school was early, and we'd work at our first job. We were the janitors at an office building, okay, and we scrubbed the toilets, and we'd mop the floors, and we'd dust the desks in all the corporate people's offices. We'd empty the garbage cans, and then we'd run to our school. And before school started, we'd go to the library and try to get any homework we could done. And we'd go to school, and in between the breaks, when all the kids are hanging out, we'd be doing our homework, sitting in the hallway, doing our homework, and we'd just get everything done. And after school was out, we'd go to our sports practice because we were good athletes as well. And then we'd go and run to our second job after our sports practice was done, and we go work at a gas station where we put gas in cars, or we changed the oil, or we fixed flat tires, or we cleaned up the garage after the mechanics left when they were working on the cars, and we closed the bay doors and lock it up for the night. And then at 8 o'clock at night, we'd run across the parking lot to a restaurant called Applebee's, where we'd sit down and we'd eat, or we'd sit the guests down at the seats to eat for dinner, okay? And then we'd clean up the tables when they were done. And at 11 o'clock at night, we'd leave there and run to the last train home. And if we missed it, which we did many times, we always had a key hidden by the gas station. We sleep in the bathroom at the gas station, okay? And or we'd sleep in a car they were working on to stay warm. And that was our normal. Like, I don't say that story so anybody could feel sorry for me. I got to do that. I was able to do that. Like, God gave me that opportunity to be able to go to that incredible high school that I talk about today. It was an amazing school. It made me the person I am actually today. And after 4 years of doing this, we paid our tuition every 2 weeks. When we got paid by those jobs, we paid our tuition to go to that high school. So we were able to go there for 4 years. And what was really, really special to us was our fourth year. Our friend, his name was Michael Cheng. He was a Chinese American kid. He knew what we were doing every year, and he would tell his mom. And our senior year of high school, his mom went into the tuition department and paid for our school the final year, me and my brother. So it was a really cool gift we got from someone we didn't even really know that well. We were just always nice to everybody, and people noticed that about me and my brother. So they always people wanted to do good things for us. And our senior year, we still worked hard, but now we were able to save the money for ourselves to get a car, to pay for gasoline now to go to school, to pay for our prom, our dance that we wanted to go to with our girlfriends or whoever that was. And it was a good experience. But because of those 4 years of working hard, my brother and I got full paid scholarships to go to university. So we were the first ones in our family to go to university. It was completely paid for because we were great in school and in sports. And we went to our university. I worked every job in college you can think of as well to keep working because I didn't want to stop working. And I needed to help my mom pay the bills where she lived, until we graduated, because our goal was to buy our house one day. We graduated from college. I got involved in real estate and banking, mortgage banking. I did really well in that business when I was 21 years old. I didn't know anything about that business, but I was the best student, the best listener to all the successful people in the office that I was working with. And I became the best in that office. When I was 22, 23 years old, I was already making over $1 million a year before network marketing because of my work ethic, because I was really good at understanding work ethic and listening and learning and taking action. And I treated people with respect and kindness, all of my customers. So what do you think customers do when you treat them well? They tell other people, other customers.
Yes.
And I got a lot of business that way. A lot of referral business. And through real estate, I actually was able to buy my mom a home. So I was able to buy her a home and complete her dream for her. Before network marketing. So where does network marketing come into play now? That's my story, because I want people to know that it's because of my work ethic that I'm successful, right? When I started my first network marketing company, I didn't become a millionaire in 8 months. My path to millionaire started at 8 years old. Most people in life, they don't even start a work ethic until they're 30 years old. They don't start a work ethic until they're 21 and they finally move out of their parents' home. They don't start a work ethic until they have to. I started very early because that's how my life was set up for me, which turned into me being very successful at a young age, when most people get success at a later age, which is normal. But for me, people think, oh, he's this prodigy, this success story. Look what he did so early and so fast. But you need to know my story so you know where I come from. So that way you're never discouraged about your own personal story and your own personal journey, because you can always remember, he started then, I'm starting here. And that's really important for you to understand, because everybody can become successful over time, as long as they don't quit, as long as they stay the course, and as long as they work hard and learn from everything, right? But in 2007, the real estate market crashed here in the United States, and I lost everything. I was humbled in 2007 at 25 years old. I lost my homes, I lost my cars, because the banks weren't lending money anymore, and I couldn't help my clients. So I didn't make an income, and I lost everything. At 25 years old, I was at the very bottom. But in my mind, I knew I have work ethic. No one could take it. I just needed an opportunity. I needed an opportunity where people are making money, and I'll learn how to be successful. And I was very fortunate, because when I was praying for opportunity, I met my neighbor, a stranger who had just moved in next door to my home. And he introduced himself to me. He saw my beautiful home that I was losing. He saw my cars that were probably going to be taken from me. And he thought, wow, this young guy is so successful. And he approached me with his business, a network marketing company. And he invited me to come to a meeting to see his business. And I thought, I don't know what that business is. I don't know what you do. I'm a real estate agent, right? That's me. And he said, you got to come check out a meeting sometime. I said, sure. But the reality was I didn't want to go, because that was, I didn't know what that was, but the good thing about it was he never gave it. He kept reminding me about the next meeting and the next meeting and the next meeting. For 3 weeks, he would invite me. And finally, one day, and he was brand new in network marketing. He'd only been in network marketing for the first time for 2 months. So he was inviting me to someone else's meeting every single time, until one day he finally said, what are you doing tonight? I'll show you the business myself. That was the smartest thing he could do. Smartest thing he could do. Because that night he shared with me his business in like 30 minutes. First, he shared with me how excited he was about his company, and he shared with me his goals. 1 year from now, I'll be a millionaire in this company. I'll be driving a brand new black Mercedes that the company gets for me. My wife and my daughter, my wife will never have to work again. She'll be at home with my daughter. That's what's going to happen because of his business. And I thought, man, this guy has some great goals. I want to follow this guy, especially during a bad time right now. And so that was important for me to hear how serious he was and where he was going. His vision was important before he shared with me the business. And then he shared with me the business by pressing play on a video. And I sat there for 15, 20 minutes and watched this video about the company, the opportunity, how it worked. And when the video was done, I was intrigued because on that video, I saw successful people who were $1 million earners. And I thought, oh my gosh, if she's a millionaire, I know I could be a millionaire. If he's a millionaire, oh my gosh, I could be a millionaire. If those two old people, they're millionaires, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a millionaire in this business. Before I even knew about it, because I thought, man, like I became extremely successful in an industry where it's not easy. Now, real estate, where most people get their licenses but don't sell any homes because they don't even try. Okay. Yeah. And with me, I became successful in that business and people know my name. This business, network marketing, these people are showing a business plan. This guy pressed play in a video for me and told me his goals. And these guys are millionaires. Oh my gosh, sign me up right now. I'm going to do this thing. I'm not doing anything again. And I remember that night, he came up to me when the video was over and he said, all right, Calvin, so how do you want to get started? He assumed I was in, like he didn't say, go home and think about it. Let me know what you think. Talk to your girlfriend or talk to your wife. Like he said, how do you want to get started? And I said, well, I knew his goals and his vision already. I said, what plan did you start with? I want to do whatever you did, right? Because I want to be on that plan. Path to millionaire, 1 year from now, whatever you're doing, I'm going to do. So that why it was important to know what he was going to do because I didn't want to do anything different than he did with those goals. Like no one tells you how they want to become a millionaire and how they're going to do it. And then you say, okay, I want to do half of what you did. Never. Right? So I just said, I want to get started how you got started. And he charged my credit card that night. I think it was like $1,200. And I joined, I put it on a credit card. And I think my first 3 weeks of commission, I just paid it off. So really the business was free for me because I let the bank pay for it. Right. I thought I leveraged someone else's money. But I started that night. I didn't know anything about network marketing. And to be honest, you don't need to know anything about network marketing. All I needed to do was invite people to see the business. And my neighbor, I saw what he did. He pressed play on a video. Okay. And eventually he would learn how to share the plan himself through speaking. But for now, he did something that worked. He invited me, shared me his vision, and pressed play. Had me watch the video, simple as that, and then said, how do you want to get started? So I would just start inviting people to come see a business that I got excited about. Well, what is it, Calvin? Hey, it's this company called X, and I'm excited about it. My neighbor and I are building it, and 1 year from now, like my goal is to become a millionaire. I'm going to replace my income because of this business. You got to come look at it. Like it's like just your conviction attracts people. If you don't need to know too much, you don't need to know all this information, come see it for yourself. Right? Less is more. My neighbor told me, Calvin, here's a tip for you. Less is more. He's like, the less you say, the more likely they are to listen, the more interested they are, the more curious they get. So just say enough to get them to take a look. Don't give it all. And less is more was my philosophy when I started. And I remember whenever there was a meeting that had to do with our business or our company, I would go to it. I didn't even know who the leader was that was speaking. I drive 3 hours to go to an event. I drive an hour to go to a hotel event. I didn't know who they were, but I would always ask questions after to them if they were very successful, and they would just give me tips and give me answers, and I would learn from that. And I remember I was scared to like speak. Right now, it's very fluent for me because I became a professional. I developed a skill set over time. That's what happens, right? But before I was afraid to do anything like this. And I remember I just went. My neighbor said, "Hey, me and you and a few of our teammates, let's go take a public speaking class. It's at the next city over from us. It's $800. Let's just go for 2 days. Let's go see what we can learn there." And I remember I took a 2-day public speaking course, and it was just a regular instructor there, but he gave us some cool tips, and he would video record us telling our story and everything. And after the 2 days, I don't know how much you can learn in 2 days, you guys, right? From it and going to an event, but it wasn't about what I learned. It was about the fact that I felt qualified now to speak in front of people because I took the class. I also, whatever you're afraid of, take the class, take the course, read the book, because once you're done, now you feel qualified. Okay, I'm not afraid anymore. I took the course. That's all it's about, whole mindset. So when I was done, I wasn't the best speaker in the world, but I was confident enough to now speak in front of people in my own home, sharing the company's plan because I took that class. And I remember I just did it again and again and again. And eventually, so did my teammates. They started speaking in front of people because they got the courage because I did. And then it became something easy, natural, right? And I met a millionaire in the company, and I said, you know, how do you go diamond? How do you become a millionaire? And he said, it's simple, Calvin. I've been in the business for 30 years. It's simple, okay? In this business, we have a binary, which means you just build two teams. That's what you're doing. You're building two teams. And he said, you need to have 20/20 vision, perfect vision, okay? 20/20 vision to diamond. Your goal is to put 20 people on your left team and 20 people on your right team. That's all you need to do. That'll get you to millionaire. He said, because what happens is 10% of all the people you put in your business are going to treat it like a business. 90% of people don't take anything seriously in life. So you're going to get that same 90% here in this business. But those 10%, as soon as you identify them, work with them, focus on them, do everything with them, do the events, the meetings, the trainings with them. And those 10%, which is usually 2 on the left, 2 on the right, those 4 teams will grow to thousands for you. And I remember thinking that, okay, I didn't focus on the outcome anymore. I wasn't emotionally attached to anybody, whether they did anything or not. I just put people in, I directed them to where to go, and I'd identify the people who were serious, and then I'd work with them. Okay. I didn't beg people to do the business. I didn't scare people into doing the business. They either did it or they didn't, because this is an easy business, a simple business. And I remember in my first 8 months, I enrolled 37 people, almost 40. In my first year, I enrolled 45 people. Okay. But I completed it 20 on the left, 20 on the right. And from those 40 people, or 37, 7 of them treated it like a business. So that's like 13%, which was around what he told me. 7 of them took the business seriously. 7 of them were out enrolling people during the week, doing meetings during the week, training their teams, plugging in, going to events, and really learning always. Those 7 people were always on the training webinars and everything. 30 weren't. Who cares? Those 7. And in 8 months, me and those 7 people grew a team of 7,000 people. And I became the youngest millionaire in my first company. All right. And I was still like, how did I get here? How did I get here? And that's how it was. And then eventually, me and those 7 people just matured in the business and evolved, and those teams kept growing. Okay. And I built a business in my own backyard in the city where I live. And then it started to grow to the next state and the next state and the next state. And all of a sudden, across to the other side of the United States. And then 2 or 3 years later, it went across the oceans to Germany, to Poland, to Italy, and then to Thailand, to India, to all these cool places. And then, you know, I'm just saying, 15 years later, over 2 million people in 151 countries. It just kept, and all I did was just keep showing the planet. And so did everyone else around the world, right? And then technology came, and social media and Zoom and all these cool things. And then COVID happened, and everybody was stuck in the house focusing, and it just, everything exploded in this business. And you know, I've made millions and millions and millions and millions and millions over the last 18, 19 years. Built this dream home for my family, obviously, because I work really, really hard. And my kids are in the best private schools. My wife gets to do what she does best, which is being a mom and supporting them every single day. We get to have our kids in sports. We travel around the world on free vacations because of network marketing. But now because of Jifu, we vacation for free without even being successful in this business. You can just vacation free. But and I travel the world to build my teams. And to be honest with you guys, that's like vacation. Like, who gets excited to go to work? Nobody. I'm excited to go to Mexico City to build my business. I've never been there before. Experience new culture, new food, new people. It's amazing, you know. And what I've learned from this industry is that everywhere in the world, people are people. We're all the same. It's so cool. Like all these crazy stereotypes and these viewpoints we get by watching the news in our country, it's just their agenda, what they want us to believe. But in this business, it really opened my eyes to know everybody's the same everywhere. You know, and television is pretty much like the enemy of the news. I'm just being honest, because network marketing really told me that people are all good everywhere. It's amazing, and that's what I love, and my kids see that, and it's really, really cool. So that's, you know, that's my story. That's my network marketing story. I know it was a long one, but I hope that it helps watching this to know that, man, like anybody can do this business. Just be yourself and be a good person and just work hard. And if you haven't established a work ethic, start now and learn how to do it. Watch successful people and just copy what they do until you get it right.
Oh, that is very amazing story. We did learn about your story, but when you told us the story face to face, and then we know deeper. That is really amazing. I think if people make a movie about your story, it's gonna be a blockbuster.
Yeah.
Everyone always says, Calvin, you have to write a book, and I remember the other day I was talking to my twin brother, and I was like, about a person we know that's very successful, and they made a movie about him. I was like, man, I wonder when someone's gonna make my movie one day. My brother was like, no. So it's cool. Thank you.
So thank you for sharing that story. So we have been following you for quite a long time, and then we saw how you grow your previous company. Before this, we saw how big, there's a big stadium. I think it's in Dubai or somewhere UAE, and then your team make the stadium full. So
I think it's Egypt.
is it Egypt? I think it's Egypt. It's a very big event.
Yeah.
Or is it Egypt? Yeah. So it's quite a very big event. And then when we saw that you decide to build new, starting back from zero, that really inspired us. So that means when you start new, and then you start with this company named Jifu, there must be something really special about this company. So that is why we want to ask, why Jifu?
Okay, that's a great question, because most people think like, why would I ever leave my business? And the reality is that I never wanted to leave my business. Like, I loved what I did, and my whole team's with me, and we love the products, we love everything. But this business is not just about me. It's about my team, and it's about their future, and it's about every new person that joins us every single day, and making sure and ensuring they can become successful. So when I feel like they can't anymore, I'm not going to continue to share the same story and have the same vision and get new people involved, because I'll feel guilty that way. Okay. I've only known how to build billion-dollar companies over the last almost 20 years, right? One company we took to $1 billion in 3 years, and we did $1 billion in sales every year. Then a second company bought that company, and we started from zero, and we created the fastest multi-billion-dollar year company again. So I only know how to build billion-dollar companies. So that's a great vision. So just here at Jifu, just know I'm not here for any other reason than to build another multi-billion-dollar brand and take everybody I can with me and make everybody successful. But so for me, in my last company that I walked away from, maybe I would say 6 months ago, I made the decision to resign because, one, the owner sold. The owner sold to other people, okay? And the owners were good people, husband and wife. I love their story. I love her story, where she came from, kind of like my story, and then how they created this company. Now it's $1 billion story. And then they just sold to a company that owns a bunch of different companies. So it's not the same feeling, not the same story, not the same vision. I need a vision if I'm going to build something huge, okay? And then also the new management team didn't have the same goals, didn't have the same values. They started shutting down countries. They didn't understand who our leaders were and how much time they put in this business. They started turning off accounts. That was the beginning of the end for me. And I had to make the decision that this isn't going to help people. This is going to hurt people. Even though I had this great income and my bills are paid, I don't have any stress. Even if they cut my income by 50%, I'm good. But what does that say to the vision of what we're building here? Can people really, truly become successful? And the answer to me was no, not anymore. And so I made the decision, and after talking to my wife about it, that, we're going to do something bigger now. This is our opportunity. It's like God opening the door for us to help more people. There are all these people around the world that wish they were on my team, that wish they can build with me. What if I start something new? All those people will join. That'd be amazing. And I can help more people and tell a new story. And for me, I had to go out and find a company. And I couldn't just find the company with all the $1 million earners, or the company with the next bright and shiny object, product, service, whatever it is. I had to find people. Okay. Just like we say in network marketing, people don't join products or services. People join people. Okay. They join people they feel like they could mess with, they could build with, they could be like family with, they could be friends with, right? They can have their kids around, right? And same with me. If I'm going to look for a company, I'm looking for the people first. Who are the owners? Who are the people running the company? What's their vision? What's their story? What are they like? Are they good people? Do they have values? Do they have ethics? Do they have a great belief in something, faith in something? Like, is their vision and values in alignment with mine and my family's? And that's what I needed to find. And finally, I found a company called Jifu, and I found some amazing owners, and Brad Boyle and Matt Garth and Paul Southam, all great family guys, which was important for me. Very successful people outside of network marketing because they own successful businesses. 2 of the 3 are billionaires. All 3 of them are very highly educated, graduating from Ivy League schools, like Columbia University, MIT, Wharton Business School, just great, highly educated people, and also have started companies that became billion-dollar companies. Not 1 billion, but one of them $9 billion a year profitable company. And I thought, man, these guys understand business. And then what was great to me was I was able to spend time in each of their homes with their families before I made my decision. Like, I want to know who they were behind the business. How are they with their wife, their kids? And like, it was similar to my home. I remember sitting at Brad Boyle's table, eating dinner with his family, seeing how great his wife was, his kids were like such cute, like just smart, energetic kids with great values. And it just, that's what told me Jifu is the home for me. These guys will take great care of this company. We're the networkers. We know how to build a company. We know what products and services they need. We can help guide them, but they can run something and they can build something. And that's why I chose Jifu, because of the people. Okay. They have an incredible travel product that works. We don't have to teach people how to book vacations. We don't have to teach people to book hotels, flights, or rental cars. We all know how to do that around the world. Okay. What I loved about their travel portal was they give these vacation vouchers away to people before they even become successful. So I love the fact that people are winning before they start their business. That was important for me. And then I thought, if the name Jifu means abundant life, then how abundant can we make this company? More than just travel. And I thought, if I were to design my own perfect life, it would revolve around 3 things: travel, health, and wealth. And I thought, we can build Jifu with those 3 pillars, with those 3 verticals, and insert, things that people can use, that appreciate, and earn an incredible income, and build multi-billion-dollar verticals in one company, we will crush it. And then that was important for me. And they said, let's do it. Right. And I said, I have the leaders, we'll attract the leaders, let's build something out. And they agreed to do it. They agreed to make the investment. They agreed to build out the verticals. They agreed to build out the infrastructure. They agreed to help us design an even better comp plan. And that's where we started. And not even 4 months ago, we started. And I told myself, I'm going to do a 90-day run. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to build a business that's 90% of people that I never built with before. And also, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to take the #1 team that I've had in network marketing over the last 15 years, 17 years, that has made me millions of dollars. And I'm going to let them be my upline. And I'm going to show the world that without my #1 team, I could still rebuild it again. That's what I want to do. Prove myself, because I want all these people to know that, of course, Calvin's going to be successful. He has his team. But what about when they find out I don't have my team? I let my team be my upline, and I had to go build a new team. Then what will they say? So in 90 days, I rebuilt $1 million income again. And now I just hit black diamond, now presidential diamond the other day. And like, I just wanted to show the world that like, we can do this. Let's do this. And I want a story for you guys to tell about your upline and about what happened in the first 90 days and what we can do here, And so Jifu to me is a new start. It's a new chapter for me. I call it my chapter 3. And it's about helping other people become just as successful as me. Like, I know I hit that level, but my team got me there. All these new people, all of you guys got me there. And I just wanted to prove that that can be done. And now I'm going to spend my time in the trenches again, traveling around the world, building with the teams that are building in the fires of my business. The 10% of the team that I just put in over the last 90 days, those 10%ers are the ones I'm going to focus on for the next 3 to 5 years. And I'm going to rebuild something huge again with all these successful people and success stories. So that's why Jifu.
That's amazing. So okay, I don't know what to say already.
Yeah.
So excited for what's to come.
Yeah,
So
in fact, actually, Calvin, we really agree what you said just now. People join people.
yeah,
In fact, why we started with Jifu is because we joined Calvin. We joined you. We joined your vision. And then seeing that your vision is to you have transformed 2 companies to become billion-dollar companies, and then now your journey is to transform Jifu into billion-dollar company. So that was what attracted us actually in your vision. So we want to contribute. We want to become part of the the team that will the movers that will make a Jifu $1 billion company.
Yes.
And I look forward to
So,
it. And I believe in you guys. I would not be on this call right now if I didn't believe in that. Okay, because I have many people reach out to me every day, but I believe in you guys and I know that you can do it. It's up to you. I never have expectations of anybody. You have to have expectations of yourself. I'm just here to support you guys. And I mean, if you guys are serious about the business, I'm right here with you.
Yes.
Okay, Calvin. So I think the third question, you already answered also some of it in the question number 1, but I think I just asked you, maybe you can just simplify it, maybe in 3 points, or whatever you want, however you want to answer. So the third question is, could you share the key factors that have contributed to your success as a network marketer?
Yeah, I would say that one, let's say 3 things. One is I've never stopped growing my prospect list. My antennas are always up every day to meeting new people or finding new ways to network with people. Okay, because when you start network marketing, the first thing you want to do is write your list of all the prospects, all the people you think would be great customers or great business builders with us, teammates. And you write a list of people, and those are the people you contact daily, and you follow up with them, and you continue to reinvite them until they come or until they're not interested anymore. Okay, but besides that list, I always tell people your real list starts when you're done with your first list. Okay, because if you take any business person in the world and they start their own business outside in the traditional marketplace, they're always going to have that grand opening celebration where they invite their friends and family to come see their business for the first time. They have free food. They have a little bit of a party and a celebration. And then when it's over, it's over. You don't see them again. Now it's time for you to go out and market your business in the community, network with new people, meet other successful people, meet other business owners, meet other families in the neighborhood, and tell them about your business. Go market your business. That's when your business starts. So for me, I'm always that guy. I'm always finding new ways to get in front of new people, new ways to join new groups, to get in front of, to get to new events, to meet new people. My goal every month is how am I going to meet new people this month? Because those are my next prospects. It has never ended for me. And you start getting more social that way. You start networking that way. Your circle of friends and influence becomes better as you get older. It's amazing with that strategy. But it's not a strategy I came up with. It's a strategy that every business owner in the world knows of. Every successful business owner, networking on purpose. That's number 1. Number 2, I would say, is having a goal in mind, right? Having that first goal, 40 people, 20/20 vision. When you put 40 in and you see the result, do another 40 the next year, or whenever you develop some leaders, I'm going to do another 40 person run, 20/20 vision. But have that goal of, I'm going to do this thing until I put 40 people in. And during that journey, by the time I'm done and I enroll my 40th person, I'm going to have identified 4 solid leaders in my business that I'm working with, literally 4 nights a week. And the other 3, I'm out prospecting again, getting new people, okay, until I get the next 4. So have that 20/20 vision, okay? Don't ever have the idea that I'm going to go sponsor my best friend and the most successful business person I know, and I'm done. It never happens that way, okay? And also just understand, when you're enrolling people into this business, it's usually not about who you know, it's about who they know, right? Don't ever prejudge or underestimate anybody. Anybody you put in can introduce you to the next rock star, okay? So when I say 10%, those 4 people can come in the depth of the people you bring into this business. They can be the cousin of the friend of the aunt of the father who joined you. And that's the fire of your business, and you're working with them. So build depth in your organization as well. And the final thing that I would say to really have success is be servant driven. Don't be afraid to work. Don't be afraid to serve. Don't be afraid to help people. When people are asking you questions, if people need your help, it's because they want to be successful. And that's what you want. Okay. Most people think that your business is done. Your job is done as soon as you sponsor someone. Finally, they signed up, right? But the thing is, that's when it starts. That's when the journey begins. That's when the process begins. If you helping them, you plugging them in, you making sure they're attending things, you making sure they're showing the plan, you making sure they're developing the skill sets, they're maybe reading the books or watching the video or taking the course, taking the class, right? That's when it starts. But it's your job to be servant driven and to serve your teams, not just on the surface, but also in the depths. Because you want to keep yourself occupied. You want to keep yourself busy. You want to keep your calendar full outside of taking care of your kids, you want to keep your calendar full of income generating activities for your business that are leading to the successes that you want to have. So I would say it's those three things: networking on purpose, right? Having that 2020 vision again and again and again, and being servant driven, that are going to make you very, very successful in this business.
Wow. So that is the three friends. Okay, so we are so super excited to build Jifu in Malaysia, and we are super excited that we have partnered up with the right person, the right leader. So we are so excited to build this business with you guys. Whoever who are watching this, whoever who are watching at this point, basically you guys, you are one of the lucky ones, right, Calvin?
Blessed ones. Yes.
That's right. Obviously, you want to join Harry and Fenny, because when you join Harry and Fenny, you get me as well. So we're going to be the dream team for you guys out there in Southeast Asia. These are one of the first leaders that I've enrolled, actually the first leaders in Malaysia that I've enrolled. So I'm excited about that. But I know from Malaysia, we'll spread all throughout Southeast Asia. I want to have a big team in Malaysia, because I've been to KL before. I love it out there in Malaysia. So I want to come visit you guys and hang out with you guys and meet the team and become more like family. But I'm just telling you guys, this is a very simple business. Keep it simple. We can build it online and offline. But one of the coolest things about network marketing is you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. In every other business, you're on your own. Here, it's a team sport. We all help each other win and succeed. And I'm grateful, beyond grateful, to be in partnership with both you, Harry and Fenny, because I think that we're going to do some big things in this industry, and let's make it happen. So I'm grateful for you guys. So thanks for having me.
Yes.
Yes. So let's build a very big team, Jifu Malaysia, here with Calvin, and with the culture we want to build here, the hustle mindset, servant leadership, and of course we want to build this business to become $1 billion company. So let us be a part of that team that make this company $1 billion. So that's all, everybody, and we will see you after this video.
All right, see you guys.
Okay,
I look forward to welcoming you all to our team. So thank you guys.
Yes. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.